Hey guys, I'm Jessica Bruce.
And I'm Nicole O'Sullivan with the O'Sullivan Bruce Group. Welcome back to this month's edition of the Monthly Market Update.
Brought to you exclusively by Lake TV and the O'Sullivan Bruce Group.
Yeah. We're a little bit off the beaten path for this month's edition. Today we're going to meet with the owner and developer of the Ozark International Raceway off 135.
It's so cool. We cannot wait to go.
I'm so excited.
I know.
Let's go check it out. Hey guys, it's Jessica Bruce and Nicole O'Sullivan. Welcome back to this month's edition of the Monthly Market Update.
Guys, we are here today with the owner, J.R. Pesic of Ozarks International Raceway. We're super excited. Thank you for allowing us to come and interview.
You're welcome.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Just a simple guy. I love racing. Came out of another industry. Came out of the trash recycling industry years ago. Sold my company. Got into racing. Through the years of racing, we find that there was no track or anything out this portion of the country. But it's just something that I love to build stuff. I love to do things, and when people tell me I can't do something or you shouldn't do something, that just kind of encourages me to do it more, to prove to them that I can do it.
I like
We
that.
feel the same.
Yeah.
Well, very cool.
So you were into racing before?
Yeah, we did a little bit of racing back and forth while we had another company. When we sold that company, we got back into more road racing. So we race presently with the IMSA and the SRO organizations.
So you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So tell us a little bit about this track, what it is, what you'll race. You just talk, we'll listen.
So this is a 3.97 mile road course. It was built off of all the other great tracks in the country. A lot of the old great tracks were built off of terrain and just what they had to work with. So we kind of done the same. For the last several years, we've looked around at projects and what projects would work here and what projects won't work here. What do people want to see? The project actually started about 4 or 5 years ago. We thought about doing it. So then we looked around at several other places here around the lake. This place, it just popped up for sale. And we kind of looked at the radar of it and said, this would be a great location. It's close enough to the toll bridge, which it has everything and anything you need. It's far enough away from people, and it's close enough to everything in the racing industry that it gives us everything we want. One of the other things we looked at is where we build a track, we have to build a destination, because to get the bigger races, the international series and some of those, they want to go to locations that are destinations. Where can my people come in from overseas and other countries, and where can they do for 7 to 10 days? You have to have something. So many racetracks we race at are great tracks, but they're 30, 40 minutes away from towns and cities, and they're in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. So what do we do when we get there? I mean, very beautiful places, but what else is there to do? What can we keep people entertained with for 7 to 10 days? Yeah. This location has, I think there's 11 golf courses within 30 minutes of here. Yeah. We have, of course, the beautiful water. We have go-karts, we have shopping malls, we have restaurants, we have resorts, and you have the beautiful water.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of has the destination part of it is already here for us. We don't have to establish that. We just have to build a great product here, and we believe that this track is a great product.
Well, we've been driving by and everyone's been talking about it, but no one really quite knew what it was and what it was going to be.
Yeah.
Our goal was to keep the track completely quiet until it was finished. It was when they dropped the asphalt plant in the middle of 135 highway. It was kind of hard to hide that. And then hundreds and hundreds of truckloads of asphalt and sand and stuff coming in were kind of hard to hide.
Now, what are you going to race? You mentioned a couple of them, but you said them fast, and I'm not a car gal, so I don't know.
So it's a paved road course, and there's 2 options to run here. You can run a 1.6 mile inner course, you can run the full 3.97 mile course, or you can run an outer loop of the course. We have 2 separate pit lanes, so we can have 2 small events going on, or an event in school going on at the same time. Racing, we hope to bring all kinds of series here. Any series that races cars, motorcycles, or go-karts can race on this surface. We believe that we built a track that people will want to come to. I believe that racers will want to come with. This track has more elevation than any track in the country. It has all of the little turns and kinks and twists that really drives a driver to push himself.
So what is your expected completion date for the racetrack to be open?
We hope by the time that we get back from Watkins Glen that our guardrail is finished, that we have some tire barriers ready to put up, and then we'll start testing. So we hope to do that in the next 30 days.
Nice.
So cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So when could we potentially start to watch the first race?
We hope to have that, we can have some amateur events in in August, September.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that's pretty soon.
That is.
And if not, maybe we'll create some of our own events.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's something else we're trying to do here. You know, I think when you come to a track and if you can bring an Intercontinental Series here, like the SRO, GT Series, if you can bring them here, you know, I pitched to them that we'd like to have an event. You know, we'd like to maybe bring the cars in a week early, do some testing, some training, then maybe do like a concert or something out here on the track, and then have the big race to follow up. You know, that's kind of my goal, is to have events here.
Yeah.
And the area has the infrastructure to do that.
Well, thank you so much for all that information. It was awesome to learn about it. Is there any way we go walk the track?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Let's go. Long it is. Yeah, I can see how big. Oh,
Yes, hold on.
I'm holding. Oh my God! Holy smokes! Holy smokes! Oh my God! Oh my gosh! You can hear the tires squealing. I have no handle. Oh my God! Sweating, I am now. Oh my gosh.
So in one 9.7 mile lap, you will change elevation of 1,200 plus feet in one lap.
That's just insane.
Crazy.
Yeah, we try to build something that nobody else has, and I think we've done it.
You have.
I think we've done it.
It's so pretty. And then you left a lot of the trees in the landscape. Was that intentional?
Yes, we try to be very environmental friendly. We try to make it look like it belongs here. We didn't want to build a glass, steel, and concrete world. We wanted to create, leave it what it is. That's why we're in the Ozarks. So it's beautiful.
It's stunning.
And then we passed a few buildings on the track. What are those for?
There's a race control center where all the racing will be centrally located and all done out of there. We have a media center that's already presently built, so we can put up 56 media people. It has suites that you can rent for events.
Oh, wow.
Teams can rent events, or manufacturers. And then we also have the turkey barns / garages that we've done. We've turned the 2 old turkey barns that were on the property into garages, and we'll keep them. We think that's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, that's very cool. Is there any way we can go check those out?
We can check them out.
All right, let's go.
These are the old turkey barns. This is actually was a 400 foot of turkey were raised here before, and then the 200 footer. We converted these into garages to create a great spot, and it keeps to the kind of atmosphere that we wanted to keep here, where it all belongs in the Ozarks.
And then what goes on here?
This is where the teams will come in. They'll park their tractor trailers out here. They'll be able to have a place inside the garage to work on their cars. They'll do setups on their cars and all the prep for the race.
Nice.
Cool. And then we passed the media center.
Yes.
And the
race control.
Race control as well. Cool.
That's where.
Right. Race controls is where it all happens. That's where all the race stewards are. That's where they'll have cameras of the whole track. They'll watch and monitor the entire series that races and what's going on. They can see every part of the racetrack. They'll do all their cautions and red flags and green flags out of there. The other building is a media center, so we're set up to be able to have our larger events, so where we have 50 plus seats where the media can come in, have working stations to work, and also in that same building there's 8 suites that are for rent for teams and manufacturers or whoever would want to rent a suite for that race.
Nice.
Very cool.
Very cool.
So,
well, thank you so much for all the information and the race.
Yeah.
It might take me a little bit to catch my breath again, but we will let you get to work. So that wraps up this month's edition of the Monthly Market Update.
I'm Jessica Bruce.
And I'm Nicole O'Sullivan.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.